Good morning, Church at Liberty Park. Today we're on Matthew 15, and let's look at verse 19, where Jesus talks about our heart. So what does the Bible mean when it talks about the heart? Well, the heart is the central core, the drive of our life. It involves our mind, our thoughts, our affections, our desires, and it provides the energy for our living. Our world tells us that following our heart leads us to true happiness. And that sounds like a good message, but what Jesus says here is actually a very different message, because by nature we all have a diseased heart. God's word tells us that our heart is wicked and deceitful. I think about Jeremiah 17:9 that says, "Our heart is deceitful above all things and desperately sick. Who can understand it?" Or Proverbs 14:12 that says, "There's a way that seems right to man, but its end is the way to death." Following our own heart leads us to destruction and death. And in reality, no one lies to us more than our own hearts. Jesus tells us to follow him and not our own hearts. Instead of following our own heart, we're to direct our heart to believe in God. John 14:6 says that Jesus is the way, that he is the truth, that he is the life. So when we turn from our sin and put our trust in Jesus, he gives us a new heart. Jesus puts his spirit inside of us so that we can begin to love Jesus and desire to serve him. I love how Paul David Tripp, he says, "Grace doesn't help you just to do different things, but to become a totally different person by changing you at the level of your heart." But even as followers of Jesus that have been given a new heart, we still battle with the world, our own flesh, and the devil. And God is continuing to build and form and shape and transform our lives and make us more and more like Jesus. But it is a work in progress, that we are all under God's construction. So what is God currently doing in your life? How is God at work in your life right now? And how can you continue to set your heart and your mind on Jesus and let your heart be led by him? Hope you enjoy Matthew 5 today.